Welcome to day 3 of our Kolkata vlog. So we started our day with Tereti Market, also called as the Little China of Kolkata. Heard so much about this place that we were really looking forward to trying it out. Basically, it's a local market which starts as early as 5 a.m. in the morning and it opens till 8:30 a.m. before turning into a parking space. So we came here on a Tuesday morning at around 7 a.m. and to our disappointment, there were only two joints selling some momos, fried pork chops and pork buns, and few other stalls selling some fried items. The market had this overwhelming smell of fish and garbage. It was kind of difficult to eat with that smell around. We tried momos from one of the joint and couldn't find anything special about it. The guy we tried momos from did mention that it is only on Sundays that there are many more food stalls put up and different food options available. But on any other day, it is just one or two. Well, one good thing that happened, we found lychees. Yes, we love lychees. We stocked up and hogged on it throughout the day. So, after a disappointing breakfast, we headed towards Havra Bridge. And look what we spotted, a tram. Kolkata is the only place we would find these running in the middle of the road. Got so excited to see one. And here comes the Havra Bridge. This is a famous symbol of Kolkata.
Your destination is on the right.
It is currently the sixth longest bridge of its type in the world. Well, that's what Vicky says. It was a pleasure riding over this symbolic bridge. Next up was the Eden Garden, another symbolic location in Kolkata. If you're visiting for the first time, we would recommend you to rent out a vehicle and ride around the city in the early hours. It is hassle free and you would be able to dodge all the traffic. Anyways, special permissions are needed to get inside Eden Garden Stadium. Or you can buy a ticket for a match if it's happening. Otherwise, the only way is to just take a round around it like we did. So that reminds us, being a cricket fan, we also visited, actually more like stood outside, the house of former Indian captain Mr. Saurav Ganguly. Expecting to get a glimpse, but obviously he must be busy doing commentary in the World Cup that's happening. And from here, we are heading towards Victoria Memorial. Vehicles are not allowed to be parked on the Victoria Road, which nobody mentioned, and we wasted so much time figuring it out where to park. So finally, we parked in the premises of St. Paul's Cathedral, which is just beside the Birla Planetarium. You would need to ask around to figure out the road that goes towards the church. The church had a fabulous architecture, and the premises was very well maintained too. Right beside it was the Birla Planetarium, where they conducted hourly shows in different languages starting from 12:30 pm. From here, it was almost like a 1 kilometer walk to reach Victoria entry gate. Right opposite, there are few street shops. We had to wait there as we reached early. The timing for Victoria is around 10 am to 5 pm. There is an entry fee of 30 bucks and no restrictions on photography. This is a beautiful marble building dedicated to the memory of Queen Victoria and is also a museum now. There are around 25 galleries inside, includes portraits, arms and armory, and sculptures gallery to name a few. The garden around the Victoria covers almost 64 acres of land and are very well maintained. Time to get back home. So for lunch, we decided to try out this place called Bhojohari Manna in Salt Lake, which was very close to where we stayed. It was a small little outlet that served traditional and authentic Bengali cuisine. Loved the food here. Everything tasted delicious. The only downside being the quantity served was very less for the price we paid. After a yummy meal, it was time for some sweets. By the way, Mishti Doi was something we thoroughly enjoyed and had every single day. Headed back home and crashed for a while. Okay, so next up on our list was Newtown Eco Park. There is a beautiful hanging restaurant on the way called the Biswa Bangla Gate. We couldn't check out this place as the timings were 12 to 6 pm and you could not just walk into the restaurant. You need to book your slot through Book My Show beforehand. Anyways, so Eco Park has many entries. If you are visiting the 7 wonders of the world, it is best to enter through gate number 5. Buy your tickets, which was 30 rupees, and then you need to buy another ticket for the 7 wonders, which is again 30 rupees, I guess. Starting from the pyramids of Egypt to the Colosseum of Rome. Once you enter, you would see the replicas of all the 7 wonders of the world. I must say, it was quite impressive and well done. All of them are lined up one after the other. The timing for this park is 2:30 to 8:30 pm and you would probably take the whole day to cover the entire park. It is huge. You could see how much hard work had gone into making these sculptures by the kind of attention to details. Definitely worth a visit. Initially, we thought it would be a bad idea to visit a park, but trust us, we did not regret it at all. It was an evening well spent. Quick question. How many of the actual 7 wonders of the world have you visited? Do mention in the comments below. Well, our count is 0. We are yet to see even the Taj Mahal. Anyways, so today was quite a long day. We had some more street food and headed back home and called it a day. We did have some time in our hand before boarding the train, so we decided to visit our last place on the list, and that was Jorashako Thakurbadi, which is basically an ancestral home of the Tagore family. This is where Rabindranath Tagore was born. This place had a very peaceful ambience with Rabindra Sangeet playing in the background. It took us about an hour to tour around the house. Photography is strictly prohibited inside. For all the information about the timings of this place, you can check out the link in the description box. So, did we enjoy our stay in Kolkata? Well, Visiting tourist places and eating the local cuisine was so much fun. If only the weather was better, this would have been a much better experience. Anyways, time to pack our bags and move on. So, tomorrow we are heading to Gangtok. We will be taking a train to New Jalpaiguri. Do let us know in the comments below which is your favorite place in Kolkata. See you guys in our next video to Gangtok. Until then, have a great day.